Concerns over the sustainability of the congested and rapidly sinking political center of Jakarta prompted the need for a new capital. The relocation was announced Monday by President Joko Widodo. The results of relocation is not surprising many of us because it has been mentioned before several times by Joko Widodo as he wants to move capital city into Kalimantan. Today, infographic will be opened by revealing which city that is becoming new capital city of Indonesia. This is the finalization of capital city relocation. As you can see, this is the map actually, or the kind of specific clue of the relocation of a capital city of Indonesia. Kalimantan became the location chosen by Joko Widodo and yes, submitted by the government. But Joko Widodo went to say about hints on the exact location will be, we can see that through the graphic quotes. This is the quote from Joko Widodo, the President of Indonesia. This is his statement on the capital city relocation. The most ideal location of the new capital city is North Penajam, Pasir Regency, and part of Kutai Kertanegara Regency in East Kalimantan. President Joko Widodo said the move was necessary because the burden on Jakarta was too heavy, but environmentalists said the relocation needed to be carefully handled or it would result in fleeing one ecological disaster only to create another. Indonesia's plan to move the country's capital to the island of Borneo has entered to more serious level. From before it was only discourse, but now it is right in front of the eyes. To see how is the timeline of capital city relocation, we can see the next graphic. In 2015, actually there was the agenda that was mentioned by the government. Ministry of National Development Planning, or Bappenas, stated that Kalimantan is the potential to be a new capital city. In 2017, President instructed Bappenas to examine capital city relocation, and in 2018 Bappenas, along with Ministry of Public Works, stated capital city relocation progress will be started by 2019. And the next graphic will be still talking about the milestone of capital city relocation. April 2019 special meeting on capital city relocation ended up in three options. The first one is Jakarta will be the capital city still. And the second option, as you can see at the screen, capital city will move 50 to 70 kilometers from Jakarta, and the third one is capital city will be outside Java. And May 2019, President examined East and Central Kalimantan, and August 2019, President announced East Kalimantan to be the next capital city. Much of the reasoning behind moving a capital has to do with balance. There are disadvantages and advantages from relocating capital city. Let's begin with the list of the advantages if we are kind of, relocated or relocate the capital city. The first advantage will be boosting the development of economy outside Java, equality of development throughout the country. Indonesian defense will no longer centered in Java Island and easing Jakarta's social and economic burden. Another decisive advantage of East Kalimantan is its relative safety from natural disaster because it is buffered by the islands of Java to the south and Sulawesi to the east. Kalimantan rarely experiences earthquakes of any significance, particularly by Indonesian standards. The only volcano to be active on Borneo is on the Malaysian side of the border. But of course, there are disadvantages too, and to know about more about the disadvantages, let's check the next graphic. This is the list of the disadvantages if we're relocating capital city. The first one is burden to the state budget. The budget allocated for the capital city relocation reaching 466 trillion rupiah. Operational disturbance of government activities if the process not going well. Disturbing the process of government service to private sector. Environmental damage and social and cultural shock in the new capital city. Up until now, government needs at least 3,000 hectares for moving in. Then it will eventually add to 300,000 hectares for building offices, and state properties will be needed as many properties are required wide area. Of course, the development will be undertaken in several stages. To see in detail about what is government plan on capital city relocation stages, we can check on the next graphic. In 2021 to 2024, it will execute the state offices relocation. Another phase will be from 2025 to 2029, military housings, embassies, research development institute will be relocated at that period. And the next phase will be in 2030 to 2045. National Park and Orangutan Conservation relocation will be executed at that period. Therefore, the stage that is now in front of our eyes is the state offices relocation. Government will focus to build the president office, ministries offices, and people's representatives building. But however, Chairman of BKN Arya Wibisana explained that they are still analyzing on how many civil servants to be relocated, including the option that only half of the civil servants will be relocated. Up to now, BKN is still keep coordinating with Ministry of Empowerment of State Apparatus to ensure the process. And that's it for today's infographic segment. Stay tuned on Market Headlines because we'll be right back after the break.